Hey there, golf fans and thrill seekers. Welcome to our latest video where we'll be taking a deep dive into some of the craziest moments and chaotic scenes that have taken place at the Waste Management Phoenix Open over the years. From streakers to hole-in-ones, we've got it all covered in this exciting compilation. So, grab your popcorn and get ready to witness some of the wildest golf moments in history. Golf fans the world over know the Waste Management Phoenix Open as the greatest show on grass, thanks largely to the historically raucous atmosphere on the par 3 16th hole at the TPC Scottsdale Stadium course. Surrounded on all sides by very vocal fans, the 16th draws a crowd who are there as much for a good time as they are to see the likes of Phil Mickelson, Ricky Fowler, and Bryson DeChambeau going for birdies. In honor of the 2023 Waste Management Phoenix Open Golf Tournament, scheduled for February 6 to 12th, we're counting down the top 5 most memorable moments on the famous 16th hole. The famous 16th hole at the Waste Management Phoenix Open is nicknamed the Coliseum and is the tournament's main talking point every year. Certainly, it's no surprise due to the events that occur during the 4 days. Over 17,000 spectators surround the 160-yard par 3, and a high percentage of said spectators are fueled with the USA's finest beers. However, most of these beers end up on the other side of the railings, showering the turf and even some of the players, as they have received their fair share of spray from the crowd in recent years. It was just last year, Sam Ryder's hole-in-one saw the green covered in beer bottles. From crowd sing-alongs to sightings of other sports figures, here are some of Saturday's best moments from the 16th hole. During the third round of the 2023 Waste Management Phoenix Open, it was Jon Rahm who experienced the chaos that is the 16th hole, as he saw his 40-foot putt slalom its way over the green before it nestled itself in the cup, giving Rahm an unforgettable birdie and the adoring fans a memorable moment as they launched beers within the vicinity of the Spaniard. This PGA Tour event is known for its rowdy crowds, wild outfits, and unconventional stadium setup, making for a truly unique and unforgettable experience. So, here are some of the craziest moments in Waste Management Phoenix Open 2023. With the second round cutting into Saturday morning, there was plenty of idle time at the 16th hole before the first group of the third round trickled in around noon. As it got closer for the action to begin, the video boards had a little fun and began a sing-along to the crowd pleaser, Sweet Caroline. Brittany Griner hasn't made many public appearances since being released from a Russian penal colony after a prisoner swap for Victor Bout, a Russian arms dealer, in December. But the Phoenix Mercury Center was at the 16th hole with her wife, Sherelle, on Saturday. Griner had previously made her first public appearance last January when she surprised participants at an MLK Day march in downtown Phoenix. Griner was interacting with fans at the 16th hole while enjoying the action from between the ropes. She still intends to come back to the Mercury this season. The team has yet to re-sign Diana Taurasi and Griner, but traded Diamond DeShields on Saturday. It hasn't been a week since Matt Ishbia was introduced as the new majority owner for the Phoenix Suns and Mercury, but he's already acquainted with one of the area's biggest sporting events. The Suns have garnered lots of buzz this week on top of Ishbia's introduction. Late Wednesday night, the Suns pulled off a blockbuster trade for Kevin Durant and earned widespread praise. Ishbia was among many attendees at the 16th hole, including Suns player Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and Josh Okogie, and Washington Mystics player Elena Della Donne. Ishbia and Paul watched Rory McIlroy tee off as McIlroy finished with a par 3 at the hole. Saturday at the Open means a green out, and fans who arrived in the grandstands of the 16th hole received a free green t-shirt. Waste Management and the Thunderbirds will donate money to sustainably focused nonprofits for everyone wearing green on Saturday. Nowhere on the course is the party partying harder than the Coliseum par 3 number 16, which puts players in a well surrounded by fans on all sides, with the rowdiest public section of the stands located right off the green. Last year, number 16 made national news when fans littered beer bottles across the green while celebrating Sam Ryder's ace. Honestly, all that was going through my head was, last year on Sunday, I was basically the opposite putt to a back pin. I had about 35 feet from the center of the green. JT chipped in from the back and the crowd went nuts. And all I could think is, I'm hoping I make this putt. Because after he chips in, if I make it, they're going to go pretty crazy. So after Adam hits it close, I'm all the way back there. I'm hoping to make it, but I'm perfectly happy with an easy, stress-free 2-putt. What's more, just minutes earlier, Adam Hadwin, who was in the same group as Rahm, almost found the bottom of the cup for a hole-in-one, with the Canadian's effort finishing mere inches away from dropping for the ace. In typical 16th hole fashion, it wasn't without its drama, as Hadwin had taken a sufficient amount of time over the tee shot as he and his caddy tried to work out the wind on the 160-yard hole. In the end, the wait was worth it as his attempt was the closest of the day. On the eve of the Super Bowl, the Waste Management Phoenix Open certainly drew large crowds and didn't fall short of providing entertainment. Friday's action at the 16th hole warmed up the crowd after a streaker made waves and swam through the water hazards from the 17th hole and 18th hole. With another sellout crowd at TPC Scottsdale for the third round, Saturday was bound to be entertaining. Spectators at the second round of the Waste Management Phoenix Open on Friday witnessed a wildly unexpected disruption after a streaker crashed the stadium course at TPC Scottsdale. Dressed in nothing but sunglasses, sneakers, and a Speedo, the mullet-sporting individual darted onto the course from the crowd and began dancing with the flagstick on the famous par 3 16th hole. The fan then ran in circles for a few moments before making a break for the tunnel leading to the 17th tee after evading a security guard. As security continued to pursue the streaker, the individual eventually reached the 17th green, where they made another bold decision by belly flopping into a nearby pond. The bizarre scene would take another turn for the weird after the fan noticed a giant logo of the event sponsor, Waste Management, in the water and proceeded to swim over to it and stand on top of the W. The gallivanting streaker drew quite a round of cheers from the crowd, much louder than anyone would likely expect to hear on a golf course, even at an event known for its party-like atmosphere. Unfortunately for the rogue fan, the good times eventually came to an end after he gave himself up and was promptly detained. The individual did make sure to get one last thrill out of the moment, though, with a final victory lap through the pond prior to surrendering. The Waste Management Phoenix Open is one of the most exciting and unique events in the world of golf. From the raucous crowds to the incredible shots and wild moments, this tournament never fails to disappoint. We hope you enjoyed our video on the craziest moments and chaotic scenes at the tournament. If you've ever attended the Waste Management Phoenix Open, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.